Wherever you're tuning in from, welcome back to Crypto Labs News. We've got a lot to cover today, starting with some surprising news out of Japan. A major gaming company just added XRP to its treasury. Yes, XRP is now officially part of their balance sheet. But before you get too excited, let's be real. The price action right now is rough, and unfortunately, it's not going to be a fun conversation. We'll also touch on a strange issue inside the Ethereum Foundation, plus an important update from the US Senate regarding crypto regulations. September is shaping up to be a pivotal month for the markets, so buckle up. And fair warning, I may say a few things that some people might find spicy, so you've been warned. Alright, let's dive in. The US Senate has circled September 30th as the key date to advance their crypto market structure bill. Now, let's clear something up. This isn't just a markup session, because, if it were, final regulations wouldn't come until mid or late October. The goal here is to actually push the bill forward before the end of September. That's the target, but, as always, things could shift. Meanwhile, community comments are pouring in, so let's feature a few. Born to Be writes, "Powdered sugar on a dog turd is still a turd." And honestly, that's a perfect description of today's market. Tariff fears have Wall Street and crypto both on edge. Jeff C. chimes in, "They'll move data. XRP will move money." Couldn't agree more. GDP stats on chain aren't going to buy your groceries. Try paying for your gas with GDP data. They'll just laugh you out of the store. Now, on to price action. Bitcoin has dropped under 108K. Ethereum slipped below 350. XRP is trading under 0.28. Crow is under 0.28. And HBAR is down under 0.225. Yes, the entire market is bleeding, and the culprit right now is geopolitical and economic pressure. Trump's 50% tariff on Indian imports, tied to their discounted Russian oil purchases, has rattled investors. The problem isn't just about oil. It's about the downstream effect. Indian goods will now cost more, and those higher costs trickle down to global consumers. When corporate bottom lines are threatened, markets pull back, and risky assets like crypto get hit first. Now, let's shift back to XRP news, because this is the silver lining. Japanese gaming giant Gumi announced it purchased roughly 17 million worth of XRP for its corporate reserves. The announcement came today, August 29th. And yes, the purchase has already been completed, so it won't affect today's price. Is 17 million massive compared to XRP's 8.2 billion daily trading volume? No, but what matters is the signal another company, another institutional player, is officially holding XRP on their balance sheet. And Gumi's ties to SBI Holdings mean this isn't just a random experiment. It's part of a broader strategy around remittances and liquidity. It's a small step, but a meaningful one. Meanwhile, total crypto market volume is up nearly 20% to 200 billion for the weekend, which is huge. Interestingly, altcoins are holding up slightly better than Bitcoin in this downturn, as we've seen altcoin dominance ticking higher over the past 90 days. That suggests we could be transitioning toward what I like to call reg season. Big players are waiting for clarity, and once it comes, altcoins like XRP could see a surge. Back to Ethereum. The foundation just announced it's pausing applications for its ecosystem support program grants. Why? Because demand is overwhelming. So many projects are applying that they need time to rework the system. Think about it, how many blockchains out there have the problem of too much demand for funding? Not many. Most are busy hustling for adoption in new markets, while Ethereum is drowning in applications. But circling back, the real question on everyone's mind, why is XRP's price still struggling, even with bullish news? The reality is that macroeconomic fears outweigh positive headlines in the short term. Tariffs, inflation, and fears of a shrinking global economy push investors away from risk. Until regulations are finalized and rate cuts become more certain, we're likely to see volatility. Now, here's the key takeaway. This market is ugly right now. Prices are low, But zoom out every new company that adds XRP, even if it's 17 million, is another piece of the long-term puzzle. Adoption isn't one giant leap, it's thousands of smaller steps. The question isn't, does 17 million move the needle today? The question is, what happens when dozens more companies do the same thing over the next year? That's when we start to see the real juice. So, what do we watch for? Number 1, the U.S. Senate's September 30th deadline. If they push the bill through instead of delaying with a markup, we could see a regulatory framework in place by October. Number 2, potential Fed rate cuts in September. Liquidity injections could turn bargain basement prices into launch pads. And number 3, watch weekend price action closely. With traditional markets closed Monday, crypto will be the only liquid option for traders. That could mean sell pressure, but it could also mean opportunity. For now, the strategy is simple: stay patient. These are discount levels, and while the short term feels painful, the long-term story for XRP is still being written. Companies like Gumi joining the ecosystem show us where this is headed. So keep your eyes open, your ears open, and maybe pour yourself a strong drink this weekend, because we're in for more volatility. But hey, sometimes volatility is where the best opportunities live. Happy Friday, everyone, and choo-choo, let's see where this train takes us.